is on the main roster anymore. I know the guys are on NXT, but I don't know if anyone was brought up from the main roster. But I would get rid of probably one of the NXT guys just for the mere fact of whoever was. You know what? Let me retract that statement. The first guy that I would get rid of was the guy that won Tough Enough because I didn't feel that he just. I don't know. I didn't. I really didn't like him, but that's just my opinion. But maybe I just need to. I really didn't get to watch a lot of his stuff though on on Tough Enough itself. So maybe I just need to catch up with him more in order to like him more. But I'd probably get rid of him. I'm not a big fan of Alex Riley's work. No offense to him. And one other guy that I would probably get rid of. I'm not a fan of watching Jack Swagger's work either. And no, no offense to them. They're great wrestlers. I don't know. I just don't like watching them work. But like I said, maybe it's just because I'm on the outside and I don't see the full picture yet. But those would probably be the three guys. My next question is from Tom. Who's the biggest superstar you've wrestled? I would probably say I've wrestled Nunzio. I've also wrestled Kurt Hawkins, Vance Archer, Devin Storm, or Crowbar, whatever you know him as. Danny Inferno are more guys that I've wrestled. So out of that group, I don't believe I'm missing anybody. But out of that group, I would say probably Nunzio or Kurt Hawkins is probably the biggest on the group because they're the ones that Kurt Hawkins is pretty known now because he's on the main roster again for Raw, so he's pretty well known, and Nunzio's had a huge name in this company, so one of those two. My next question is from Tommy. ROH main eventer, TNA mid carder, or WWE jobber? And my answer is WWE jobber because WWE jobber, I would get to travel, I would get to have a regular job, and just enjoy being part of the biggest company in the world. So definitely WWE jobber without question. I don't need to be main eventing. I don't need to have tremendous matches all the time. If I got to do WWE and got a regular job with them, I'd be perfectly happy with that. Maxine is, I believe, the next question. She asks, is Superfly Jimmy Snuka related to you? And no, he's not. Next couple questions. I think I got like 10 more. Raven, when are you going to be visiting Lodi next? I'll be in Paramus, New Jersey tonight, so that's at least close, but I don't know about Lodi. My next question is from Alexis. When am I fighting at the Strand next? I believe that is for ECPW Keystone. I would message the guys on there to ask when they feel like bringing me back, and or to update I think their schedule stops after the Cage of Fury. So after Cage Fury. I think that's what the show name is. But once I check with their schedule and if I can make it, I'll definitely be back. The next question is from Michael. Why can't Jamie Lee get a custom flying Hawaiian hoodie? She can. It's just more priced because when you order, when the people that run my merchandise order bulk size of one particular item, they give it to you for a cheaper price in order to sell it back to the people that are buying it. If you only order very few of one item, then it's going to cost you more. Why? That's just how it works. I don't know. My next question is from Jason. What skill do you think is most important to be successful in professional wrestling? Is it promo ability or in-ring skills? I would say neither. What you need is charisma. What you need is charisma in order for for the fans to be able to connect with you, either whether they hate you or love you. That's what you need. If you're over, that's all you need. Next question is from Casey. What's my favorite dessert? My favorite dessert is either pumpkin pie or pumpkin roll. I love pumpkin, so one of those two. Or pumpkin soft serve ice cream also. That's in the mix of the three. Matt asks me, would he... It's one of these kinds of questions. Sexual relations, marry, and kill. I have those three choices, and then the three choices of women are Awesome Kong, Vicky Guerrero, and China. I would marry Vicky Guerrero because she is a very, very sweet woman. And I apologize for Awesome Kong, but I would probably kill her and have sexual relations with China. I apologize. That's a terrible question, but I apologize. 4 more questions. Next one is from, I think I wrote this down wrong. I forget how it's, Bandolero. What advice would I give someone who wants to get into pro wrestling? My advice to you is, if you have to question yourself about whether or not to get into professional wrestling, then don't get into it. Because if you definitely want to do it, there's no question you're going to do it. But if you have to ask yourself, do you really want to get into it? Don't get into it. Next question. Lisa, if you had 24 hours to live, what would you do and who would you spend it with? Now, I answered this question, I believe, either last week or the week before, of if I had the 24 hours to live. But I'm going to answer it just because the second part was, who would I spend it with? I didn't answer. So if I had 24 hours to live, like I said before, I've already done like basically everything that I've wanted to do in life. I've gotten to be on WWE. I got to skydive. I did stand-up comedy. There's really a lot of things that I want to knock off my bucket list that I've already done at the age of 24. So I'm very, very happy by that. So I would probably just spend the next 24 hours with, my best friends, my girlfriend, and my close family. That's probably what I would do, just spend time with my family. Second last question is from Jen. Do I have any other pets besides Nunny? And yes, you did spell it right. It's Nani. And I do not have any pets, like my pets. My girl's got 2 dogs, and they stopped barking at me now, so I kind of consider them my pets also. And my last question is from Jamie. What's your favorite memory of me? My favorite memory, I would say, is either when you came on the bus and I had to move over, or when I had a knocking on my window at 3 in the morning. You know the stories. All right, guys, thank you very much for the questions. A lot this week, a lot of questions this week. I greatly appreciate it. I hope that you guys keep participating every week. I apologize again that I got the video out late. Make sure that you keep checking out my stuff on Facebook. I have a new t-shirt coming out and a new hoodie coming out, so you can pick those up if you want to pre-order them because they're not in stock yet. All you got to do is message me. I now accept all major credit cards through a company called Pay Anywhere. Now